So, as the thumbnail says, HEMI TICK update, and let you guys know how much it's going to cost you if you hear this noise. Let's fire it up, baby. Oh yeah, and if you're a visual learner like me, smash that subscribe button. Alright, so my name's Adam, and thank you for joining me. This is Big Daddy's house. If you guys have been following me, is that a word? Following? Whatever. If you guys have been following me, you know last week I put out a video on the HEMI TICK, and I had a horrible noise coming from my engine. And if you want to see that video, I'll put it like around here. But anyways, so what I decided to do is, instead of just fix the tick, which is basically, if you don't know what it is, it's a seized up roller, and it just like smashes against the cam as it goes around and around and around. I don't have any real, I wish I had the visual for you, because I'm all about visual. There's a few guys on YouTube that have shown what this looks like. Also, the other part of my problem was the valve. There's a valve seat. Apparently, it just comes loose and it just like clanks around in there as the valve is going bam, 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 bam. Jasper made a great video about this, and I will also put a link to that video. It'll give you guys an idea of what I'm talking about there. So what did I decide to do? So you can go about this a few different ways. The best way for me was to order a new Jasper engine. I'm sorry, I say new. It's not new. It is a remanufactured engine. It has a 100,000 mile warranty on it. The reason why I went this direction is because I plan on keeping this truck for a decade. Like I said earlier, it took me a decade to get into this truck. You know, life throws curveballs, and you know, you swing and miss or you swing and hit, and that's the way life is. So I'm invested with this truck. You know, it's funny, when I made the other video, you know, my girlfriend said, you know, it's not about the truck necessarily. The truck just represents the struggle you went through to get to that point in life where you can have what you wanted. And then, you know, something like this happens where, you know, if you know anything about mechanics, the second you hear that problem, that tick, you already know in your head it's going to be a minimum $4,000, you know, just $4 grand, just like that. I appreciate all your guys' support. I mean, there's so many of you who have said, you know, this happened to me. Some people, this has happened to several times with the same truck. So this is a big problem. This isn't just something, you know, is like a scarce problem. I mean, I know I know darn well Mopar or Dodge is not going to recall this engine because it's not killing anybody. So literally the only time that they do recalls is if it's going to cost them mass amounts of money because it's causing injury, typically. So in my personal case, there's no warranty. You know, it's done. You know, the engine I had 100,000 miles on it. Some of you have made comments that this has happened to you at like 20,000 miles. You know, for me, it's a hard hit. Okay, so personally, it's going to cost me $7,000, and you know, I could have spent $4,000 and patched it. But at the end of the day, I still have a 100,000 mile engine with new parts that fail. So that's the good thing about Jasper. If you don't know anything about Jasper engines and you want to read up on it, I'll leave a link in my description for their website. But they basically fix the common problems that make engines fail. So that's just my peace of mind. Also, like I said, I'm trying to keep this truck for a decade. I put a lot of time and effort into this truck. Just wanted to keep you guys updated. So right now it's at Dwayne's Automotive. I wish I had the time to do it myself because it would make such great footage, but I just don't have the time to pull my engine out and you know, put the new parts onto a Jasper engine, because you know, Jasper is like a core type engine. You still got to put your valve covers and parts that it doesn't come with. So that takes a ton of time, you know, and unfortunately this YouTube gig is something I just like to do for fun. This isn't even, you know, I didn't even monetize myself, so I don't even have commercials on here, which I've been thinking about maybe doing, because the $2 that I'm going to get for commercials will just help pay for that engine in the long run. You guys let me know what you think about that, you know? And I can't wait to get my truck back. Ugh, should be back by next week. I took a few pictures when I went down to Dwayne's Automotive and talked to those guys. I also told Dwayne I had a small YouTube channel and asked him if it was okay if I came in to film with my real camera equipment, like what I film on, you know, my regular stuff with. And he said that's fine. So I'm going to try to get down there on Monday and shoot some real footage of what's going on in that garage. Show you the progress of the truck, and you know, we'll just one day at a time, baby, one day at a time. So can't wait to get her back in my driveway. The next video I'm gonna do when I get her back is gonna be LED headlights, which is what I was gonna do before this tick happened. So stay tuned for that. And like I said, I appreciate it. Thank you guys for all your support and all your love. You know, it's just a hurdle, and it's a big hurdle. It's a $7,000 hurdle. Whew. But try to be as positive as I can about it. You know, I just, in my mind, I thought, well, you know, okay, $7,000, you know, I could have bought another car with that, but it wouldn't have been blue. Wow, that was a really long rant. Sorry. I don't know what it's going to look like after I cut it down. I didn't really prepare anything for this. I just grabbed the camera and just wanted to give you guys an update of what was happening, and you know, kind of a timetable when I'm going to get the truck back, and money-wise what this would cost you if, depending on the route you went. And like I said, Jasper route for me was the right decision. I got a little funny thing if you guys want to watch it. I pulled some cash out of my bank account to move it to another account, and my daughter wanted to make it rain with the money. So I actually took some footage of that because I thought it was pretty funny. So anyways, that'll be my little blooper roll right after you see Ramsey go Big Daddy. Thanks for watching, and live your best life. Big Daddy. Testing.
So hard to do. Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
I think they should.
Make it a way.
You have to like go there directly, but something you can just take a picture. So just make it easier.
Yeah, I can do that with.
All right, Aubrey.
Yeah, I think they're gonna.
She's an expert apparently. You're not an expert? Okay, you're right.
Okay.
I am.
She's about to make it rain.
Make it rain, everybody.
Make it rain.
Make it rain, girl.
Oh. Oh. Okay. No. This is not a free-for-all tube. Not a free-for-all tube. Oh, Jesus, what just happened? This is not. No. 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 You got. This is for my truck. You guys don't even care about my problems. Nobody.
Look, you put 20s in my hand.
Nobody.
So nuts.
I did not put them in your hand. Aubrey did it.
Give me that right? She's like, oh, I want to make it rain, but I want to make sure that Dad's got his bank.
Okay. You better count that, little girl.
Yeah.
Because I got to put that in the bank account to pay for my new engine.
That's not fun.
No, it wasn't. It's not fun. I'm trying to make it as fun as possible. Nobody's gonna ask questions about this. They're gonna ask questions about this. Why do you still have your Christmas tree up? And it's almost March. St. Patrick's Day. We should make this tree just all like green and clovers and Irishman.